Welcome to the CVC Spotlight presented by Michael DeLazel & Co., CPAs and Business Advisors. For more information on all of your accounting needs, contact them at cpaneeds.com. We thank you for your support of the Chagrin Valley Conference Spotlight. Got another in a slew of collegiate commitments as we turn the light to Harvey Senior and Mount Union football commit Levi Mullen-Zurbrugg from the Harvey Red Raiders. Levi, first off, congratulations. And, first off, talk about the emotions of being able to go play at the Mount Union, one of the most prestigious Division III football programs.
It's an honor to be able to play there. Um, I've had some connections. I have a lot of family that went there, and friends. So that's how I got like coaches' information, all that. Um, but to know that they want me to play there and being able to play there is an honor.
Over the last, 4 years being a part of the Harvey football team, playing some really tough teams across the CVC and even some non-CVC teams, going against some of the best, defensive linemen in the Northeast Ohio area. How are just some of those challenges and just, the things that it takes to win your rep going to help you prepare yourself and know that, the guy lining up across from you at the Division III level is just as good as you, if not maybe better than you, because it's college football. You're only as good as a person across from you, if that sort of makes sense. So, what are some things that you've learned that are going to maybe help give you a little bit of an edge, down in the trenches?
Well, I go into every rep with confidence. I don't care how big the guy is. I'm gonna try to get him into the ground, get him moving backwards. Every time I line up, I look at the guy across from me, and I just think that I'm automatically better than him. I'm just going to do my best to do my job and try to make a big run or give my quarterback some time.
How much does that mentality just kind of help you trust in the things that you do, regardless of like any of the outside factors and the people that trust in the coaching and the steps that they're giving you, and also just your ability to play the position? How much does that just help you have belief in every rep? Because one of the biggest things in sports is just the confidence side of it.
Yeah, confidence. It definitely comes from my coaches. I have a very good offensive line coach. Um, and I trust in his whatever drills he does. I trust in the play call, and I just go out there and do my part because it's a team sport. At the end of the day, we all got to do our own part, even the coaches. So yeah.
If there's anything I've noticed over the past couple of years with that Painesville Harvey community is that they really truly believe in the community and the athletes of the community, and it's a two-way street. The community loves the athletes, and for you being as another athlete on the football team from this past year that's going on to play at the next level, what does it mean for you to leave that kind of impact on that community and to just leave behind, kind of a legacy and have something for the younger generation to kind of work towards, as the young kids who go to the games and they kind of look up to you as like, he's really good at football. I want to be like him when I'm his age, kind of a thing.
I mean, I'm happy to leave a mark on my community. Yeah, seeing all the little kids at the games and stuff. My coach told me that his sons pretend to be us, like playing football at their house. They pretend to be some of the players at Harvey. So that's the kind of mark that we left on some of the kids in the community. Um, and yeah, just I'm happy to be one of the athletes from Harvey going to play at the next level.
You're great on both sides of the ball. 52 tackles, 34 of them solo at linebacker, 4 TFLs, and a couple of sacks. And you're also a really great shot put and discus thrower in track and field. So multi-talented, versatile athlete. How much do maybe any of those sports, like I know there's a lot of lifting involved with, discus and throwing. How does that, and also being a part of the defense, knowing what an offense is going to do and noticing like the schemes and things, how does everything else you do help you going to be the best lineman you can be at the next level?
So I would say that playing linebacker has helped me a lot, playing offensive line and vice versa. Because as a linebacker, you read the offensive line, and you just know what they're gonna do, and then you know what you have to do also to be able to block the linebackers and the D linemen and all that. And yeah, lifting has also been a very big part of it. I've put on 120 pounds since my freshman year. I was a wide receiver in my freshman year, so definitely a lot of hard work put into that.
From a freshman wide receiver to ultimately one of the best offensive linemen across the Sugar and Valley Conference, and ultimately even the Northeast Ohio area over these last 4 years. Going from wide receiver to now Mount Union, soon to be offensive lineman. How much have you learned about yourself as a football player, or we can call it an athlete, a teammate, and also just a person? Going through the trials and tribulations of those summer workouts in football that they kind of beat you down as much as anything in the world, but to be able to persevere through those things and ultimately come out on top and finish that practice, finish the 2-a-days and things like that.
It's just made me see more potential in myself each year. And the summer workouts, I try to find the fun in it. I see it as spending time with my brothers, and we want to go win games. We're all working hard, and we're all sweating together. We're all running together, hitting each other, and that's what I think of as like a fun time with my friends, just doing the sport that I love with them.
And obviously going on to the next level, there are some Lake County athletes playing at Mount Union. Some Riverside guys go there. You join that list of a long list from last year's senior class of Lake County athletes moving on to go play at Mount Union. How excited are you to be, kind of reunite with some of those guys that you might be relatively familiar with from the county, and just to kind of, not walk in day one and not know anybody, but to be able to walk in and have some pre-established relationships? And how much is that going to help you kind of ease into the high school to college transition, especially as an athlete?
It'll definitely help me ease into it better. I've seen those guys at the gym that I work out at. We work out at the same gym, and I got to talk to a few of the guys on prior visits, and they've just seemed to kind of like take me in as a family as soon as I got there. So that's nice to know that they're there for me.
All right, man. Thank you so much for your time. Once again, that was Levi Mullen-Zurbrugg from Harvey, who's committed to the Mount Union University of Mount Union for football. I'd like to once again thank our sponsor of this CVC Spotlight, Michael DeLaze & Co., CPAs and business advisors. For all of your accounting help and needs, you can contact them at cpaneeds.com. We thank them for their support of the CVC Spotlight. Levi, thank you so much. Good luck the rest of this track season, and best of luck the next 4 years at the University of Mount Union.
Thank you.
This episode of CVC Insider was presented by Michael DeLaze & Company, CPAs and business advisors. Call 216-485-2028 or visit cpaneeds.com to learn more about what DeLaze & Company can do for you.